What's poppin', everyone? It's B.A.D with another video. The other day, I was able to make it out of BFB Colosseum, and I wanted to show you guys the video because the match was pretty insane. As you can see, I was only two trophies off, but I was in the middle of a win streak, and so this was gonna end up being the winning game. Alright, I skipped ahead because the wait times are really long in this arena, but as you can see, he's in like the top, what is that, top 50 or top 50%. I don't know what those medals for Hall of Masters are, but we're facing a guy who reached Hall of Masters, and so I was pretty nervous. I chose the Wizard, the Spike Factory, and the Snipers because the Wizard and Snipers, as you guys know, that's the strategy I've been using lately. But the Tack Shooter I put in because a Tack Shooter really can beat most balloons, I would say. Probably the only thing they wouldn't be able to beat is the Fortified DDT, or I mean B.A.D.
Surf's up.
But I'm not even gonna lie, there's really not much in general that beats the Fortified B.A.D. So, but as long as they can beat DDTs and regular B.A.Ds and stuff, that's pretty insane. And I want to try them out just in case. But I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even think I ended up doing that this video. I also have Benjamin as my hero because the Wizard can pretty much fully protect for quite a while. Or at least really close to fully protect. So we're gonna put Wizard down with the Fireball. You guys know the beginning. Alright, and as soon as we can, we get the Wall of Fire, the usual start. Alright, it's round 3. This guy, as you can see, he's going for the Ninja Monkey strat. I have enough money for Ben, so I'm gonna put him down. And I've mainly just been sending group greens at him. I could switch to group yellows. Some games I really try to pay attention to the economy, but there's a lot of games where I kind of just spam and I don't really pay too much attention, and it kind of just works. I think mostly what's more important is your defenses. And I'm not saying for every build or whatever, every tower combination that's the main thing, and the economy is not that important. It's just I have Ben and I have the sniper farming in this deck, and so even if I go for the balloons that save me money and don't increase my economy too much, it's giving me money towards the sniper, and the sniper can increase my economy by itself. So it's not that much of a waste, and you can play a lot safer when you have a farming method. So I'm sending out blues to get my eco up a little bit. I realized that I should be placing the sniper real soon. Yeah, especially with those black balloons. And then some balloons got passed, so if I didn't put the sniper there, he would have got the first blood right there just now. I don't remember who got it, but... And then we upgrade up through the middle path, because that's probably the best path sniper in the game. One of the best towers in the game, in my opinion. And we're just sending black balloons at him because they're really aggressive and they give us a lot of money. And he's doing the same to us. And he ends up getting the first blood.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I definitely could have prevented that, but with these high-level matches, I am starting to not be too worried about the first blood. Sometimes the first blood comes at a cost. Or avoiding it comes at a cost, I should say. So we put down another sniper monkey to get ready on the defenses. Usually you want to start going for farming, but you want to make sure you can cover the group purples and the group zebras. But once you know that you can, or you feel comfortable enough, then you want to get the farm. You want to get the sniper farm started. And he also went for the sniper. And when I saw that, I ended up being a little worried because sometimes it feels good when they don't have some way to farm and you have the snipers, because then you definitely just win in the end game mostly. But this guy, he has his own sniper, so he's gonna be able to farm as well. Alright, and from here we're just spamming balloons, getting the economy up. We still don't have our first supply drop sniper yet, but it's okay. He just got his, so he got his first. He boosted his by 250. That put us into a bad position, and when I noticed that, I did get worried. But we're a little even just because I have my second sniper monkey fully down and upgraded. So all I have to do is just upgrade both of them once, but of course with the most expensive of the upgrades. So I'm pretty sure we end up being about even for a little bit, but I was definitely worried. And one thing that really worries me about the strategy that he's using is that this strategy, I would say, is probably the second best in game, with of course the Darling farm being the best. But ninjas with snipers are, the ninja alchemist sniper combo is really good because the alchemist and ninja are really cheap together and they cover a lot. And then the sniper farm is probably the best farm in the game. It's not as safe probably as the Darling, but it's really close. I've seen it used a lot in these new high arenas, and it's been really threatening. It's the second most thing I see. So we have our farm going, and we're just spamming the yellow balloons, increasing our economy more and more. I figured this was gonna probably be a late game match, just because he has really good coverage at the moment. Well, it's not the best, but he could just instantly upgrade his ninja monkey and make it better. Same with his alchemist. So I was a little worried. There's nothing that I have balloon wise that I could send at him at the moment to beat him, I don't believe. And so I just focused on farming. And with snipers, it usually is good to do that. The biggest issue with sniper farming is that they don't beat BADs. They're very helpful in beating pretty much all Moabs, just not BADs so much. They're still probably helpful, more helpful than a lot of towers, but they're not good enough. Almost everything in this game is not good enough for that. There's a few things, but that is not what I have. Like I said, the Spike Factory might be able to do it, but you have to really, really finesse. One thing that might be able to beat Armor Moab though is the Ninja Monkey strategy, and that's what scares me about the strategy that he's running.
Unleash the Kraken.
The other thing that's foul is that even with the DDT spam, if he has the Ninja Bomber, he'll be safe. The Ninja Bomber is able to beat DDTs. At least the final upgrade. I don't know about the first Ninja Bomber upgrade. Or like the first Sticky Bomb upgrade, I should say. Okay, and as you see, we're about the same in terms of the snipers. Mine are stronger than his, so I would say my defenses are... No, they're about the same. My snipers are definitely stronger than his. It looks like he... I don't even actually know what upgrades those ones have. But mine all, can hit the zebra balloons, so they're really powerful. Alright, and then I saved up for Elite Sniper. So, my rule with Elite Sniper is that it makes your snipers shoot 33% faster. So defense-wise, after you have 3 snipers, your 4th it's probably most efficient for your 4th to be that. And in terms of farming, I'm not sure what's the most efficient. If I should go with the lower tier ones and then that. But I think the tier 5 is slightly better for the cost when it comes to farming. If you like if you the amount you spend versus the amount you get is probably more than if you spent the equivalent on trying to get that much money with the tier 4 upgrades. And it makes all your snipers a lot stronger, so I like to go for it. And as you can see, he also went for it around the same time. And he is starting to outpace me with the farm, but that's because I'm saving up. At this moment, I'm probably, if I don't remember my thinking, but usually what I'm doing at this moment is saving up for a bunch of DDTs. And yeah, that's what I did. So I just spam out a bunch of DDTs right now. And so he boosted his towers. And this is where I started to get shook, is that they're moving really slow and they're actually getting beaten. And I was like, oh no, he might beat them. And he did. He beat them. And now my economy is at 0. Now, granted, I have snipers, so I'm still safe from my economy, but it's about the equivalent as if I just lost 3 or 4 snipers. It's really foul. Luckily, we actually have some, so. That's the really good thing about sniper farming, is you can do these really powerful attacks that completely ruin your eco, and you technically still have some. And not only just some, but like your economy from your snipers is usually much more than your regular. And so I figured what I would do from here is save up for armored B.A.D, because usually if they win against DDTs, usually the best bet after that is to go with the armored B.A.D. Just like the group purple and the group zebras are probably the best thing to go, but if they beat that, then DDTs will probably beat them, and if not that, then the B.A.D. Of course, there's random stuff in between, but those are like the 3 main killers I've noticed. You know what's one really good killer I noticed is the Fortify Regrow Ceramic, and if they're camo too. Those are pretty insane. I've beaten people with those before. So he's grinding out a bunch of money just like I am. Except I messed up a little bit, because usually when you want to beat somebody with a B.A.D, usually you want to have the money ready by the time the B.A.D comes, because they could just do the same thing to you. Like, whoever has the money for the B.A.D first, whoever sends it out first, probably wins, unless one of them can't defend against DDTs, in which case the other person can just send DDTs beforehand, before it gets to the B.A.D gets to the end. But he is not doing that, and I'm saving up for the armored B.A.D. He could definitely have beaten me already. I don't know if he knows that, or maybe he doesn't have enough, or maybe he's playing more defensive, or he thinks I have a trick up my sleeve or something. Maybe he's trying a new strategy. But all I know is I'm saving up for the B.A.D. I saved up a little bit over than what I needed, just so that I have enough to also send out DDTs. Because it's usually a good idea to have a really fast Moab balloon, or well, I guess just the DDTs. Have the DDTs and a really tanky Moab class balloon, because then all their towers will focus on the tanky one and the DDTs will zoom by. And sometimes if they can beat a B.A.D, a way to counter that is to constantly send DDTs out at them at the same time, because usually their towers aren't set on hitting the strongest thing or hitting just first. Usually it's set on a bunch of random stuff, and if you can split the attention of the towers, it'll give much more protection to your B.A.D. As you can see, the DDTs, when they're going by, they're getting really messed up by his towers, and the reason for that is because his targeting is not just first. And so well, actually I think it's from the ninja. I don't know if it's single-handedly from the ninja though. All I know is that his combination's not able to handle the bat, whether it's from the DDTs or the bat itself. But when it got here, I was getting really I got really nervous until about this point. Then I noticed that I won. But I was so nervous thinking that he was gonna beat it. Look at how much health it had left. And then it started sinking. This was probably the worst part. I was like, oh, I definitely won this. But if somehow the game disconnects and makes me lose, I was gonna be so hurt. Luckily, the sinking does end up stopping and I end up winning. But that was a really fun match, and he kind of gave me a little mercy, I'm not gonna lie. He could have beaten me. If he sent out the B.A.D at the same time I did, he would have beaten me. But that was a really fun game. It got me to the ZOMG Superdome. As you can see, the reward. And ever since I got to the ZOMG Superdome, I've been running against a bunch of Dartling Gunners, even more now, but they're all really amazing with it. So, but anyways, that was that arena. If there's any strategy you guys want me to run or any questions or anything, let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye.